Hello. Thank you for your interest in contributing to ICMI.com. I'm Christina Hammerberg, Associate Editor for ICMI, and today I will walk you through all of our contribution options and help you to identify the format that best fits your personal expertise and experience. At this point, we hope you've reviewed our current editorial calendar and have completed the contribution interest form on our website. Whether you're a seasoned professional or brand new to the industry, you probably already know that the contact center community recognizes ICMI as the industry resource for expert advice and practical knowledge. And we want the community to recognize you as a resource too. ICMI is looking for experienced writers, speakers, artists, and other amazing talent to help educate our community. Our content is delivered in many ways, and we can help determine the best way to share your experience. Whether you want to write about it, draw it out, or speak your piece, we want your expertise. Here's a brief snapshot of our community. ICMI.com has over 35,000 visitors a month viewing multiple pages on our site, and we're receiving more than 95,000 page views a month. We've also discovered that 72% of our community members are management level or above. So, this is the primary audience that you would be sharing your expertise with. And how would you share that expertise? Well, we've broken our contribution opportunities into 3 key types: writer, speaker, and producer. And we've broken down the contribution opportunities in each of those key types into several captivating and engaging formats. For example, as a writer, you can provide fact-based, formal articles and case studies, or informal blogs specifically for ICMI, or host it on your own site and link to us. As a speaker, you could present at an ICMI event, or for an interactive webinar, or a pre-recorded educast or video blog. As a producer, you might choose to create infographics around pertinent industry research or data. Maybe you'd prefer to flex your creative muscles and draw a cartoon. Or you might want to produce a video walkthrough or photo blog of your contact center. There really are no limits to the amount of contribution opportunities available. And then for each of the 3 key formats, we've broken out 11 different content opportunities. I will explain each of these in detail based on our community need, your voice as a contributor, and the industry background that we think would best suit the contribution opportunity. First is our expert angle. This is typically a written feature, but we're open to your creative interpretation. We're looking for your professional and opinionated perspective on relevant and current industry topics. We want you to use your vast experience and expert viewpoint to discuss industry news and current developments, state of the industry ideas or concepts, technology reviews and walkthroughs, issues faced in the contact center and your solutions, or an insider's view of culture, morale, or processes. This opportunity would be best for C-level executives or those with at least 10 years of experience in the contact center, or ICMI advisory board members, current speakers, or experts. Next is the ICMI way. For this content, we want your fresh and exciting take on the tried and true ICMI best practices for running and managing a contact center. A contact center 101, if you will. This would be best for those with years of experience managing the contact center as a way to share your knowledge of metrics and KPIs, practical examples and dialogue using topics in Brad Cleveland's Call Center Management on Fast Forward, call center dictionary term definitions and discussion, responses to frequently asked Q-tips questions, or a cool new twist on a standard process or industry standard. Next are tips and tricks of the contact center trade. This is where you will share tangible examples of how things can be done in the contact center, or how others have done it well. Essentially, these will provide quick takeaways that other practitioners can implement into their own centers today, tomorrow, or in the near future. Some examples are fast facts about the contact center, tips, tricks, or things that are relevant to a contact center manager or employee, quick anecdotes to get the community thinking, or lists that can be referenced, hung up in cubicles, or shared through social media. This opportunity would be best for those at management or executive level, as well as contact center supervisors and support specialists. Next is the face of the front line. If you are an agent or supervisor, this could be your chance to shine. We want to hear from the true face of the front line, the voice of the customer and the company. You can recap real-life customer successes and challenges, recount the best things a supervisor can do for an agent, discuss exciting ways of providing peer assistance, provide insight into the most effective ways that companies can keep the front line happy and fulfilled, or divulge what makes you love your job. And yes, we can absolutely discuss on how to keep this anonymous. Case studies are your personal story from within the contact center. As a manager, advisory board member, industry expert, technology vendor, or maybe even an industry award winner, we want you to take on our community behind the scenes at your center and introduce them to a technology implementation, the life cycle of a project from beginning to end, or maybe profile one of your rock star employees who directly impacts the success of your contact center or greatly enhances the customer experience. Real-life customer service stories can be shared by anyone who cares about the customer experience. It's one thing to read books and attend classes to learn how to run a contact center, but our community also wants to know the good, bad, and the ugly of customer service in the real world. We want you to share examples of great customer service, possibly from a waiter, a flight attendant, or the owner of your favorite store. Maybe you want to share an experience of online versus in-person customer service, or trends from other industries or companies, or maybe innovative CSAT surveys, refund or credit opportunities, or follow-up, or things not to do to please the customer. An expert interview offers a concise and informative portrait of someone who's prominent in the customer service industry. As a contact center manager, executive, advisory board member, industry expert, or specialist, you probably have access to a speaker, author, or another amazing and inspiring industry figure. Share their story with an engaging Q&A session, through rapid-fire storytelling, or have them describe their innovation or philosophy, and then have others give a review on the impact to the industry. These interviews provide a great opportunity for you to share these expert perspectives with a broader audience. Before and after. Have you made some significant changes in your contact center? Maybe you've recently launched a major initiative that changed the way your contact center looks, feels, or operates. In the before and after feature, we want you to provide a comparative view of your contact center before and after the changes. This will give our community the opportunity to see the real impact of an initiative onto a contact center, its environment, its customers, and its people. Again, your background at executive or management level would be ideal for this feature type. But if you're not at executive level, don't worry. ICMI also values the newcomer perspective. If you're a mentor, supervisor, or support specialist with less than 2 years of experience in the contact center, then we want to hear from you too. Maybe you've attended a recent ICMI conference and had an aha moment. Or maybe you've learned from one mistake that could have been avoided. Maybe you also want to share the best tip you've received from an expert. Well, there are many other newcomers to this dynamic industry in our community who want to know just what to expect when it comes to planning. And this would be the perfect way to share those tips. The Specialty Snapshot is your opportunity as a support specialist to let your specific expertise shine. Our community needs the chance to learn from the best and brightest in our support fields, including workforce management, quality assurance, training, reporting, or customer insight. So here you can share what challenges are overcome within your specific role, how the department justifies the return on investment for your position, or the impact that you or your team have on metrics, KPIs, or the customer experience. Finally, we have our training teasers. If you've had the opportunity to take advantage of one of the ICMI's live or virtual training courses and were impressed with the results, here is your chance to share your experience and give the community a glimpse of the great content and knowledge that you took away. You could partner with one of our trainers to create a student-teacher perspective, or you could tease the topics and information and encourage others to attend this valuable training. So now that we've reviewed the various content opportunities, let's briefly run through some examples of some of the ways that you can present that content. We'll start with an infographic example. Here's an example of an infographic that was created from key statistics covered in ICMI's 2012 report on contact center agent salary, retention, and productivity. The objective here is to transform key industry data into a captivating and shareable graphic. Next is our blog example. Blogs are informal and conversational stories and typically range from about 500 to 1,000 words. Blogs can also be done in video format or possibly pictorials. You can be as creative as you like. Here's an example of a cartoon. These cartoons were featured in our monthly caption contest. So if drawing is your thing, then we want to see your artistic take on the contact center. This site tour example from ICMI.com includes text and photos from one of ICMI's site tours presented at Call Center Demo 2012. You can write about a center that you visited at one of ICMI's events, one that you visited on your own, or your own site. Again, you're not limited to a written site tour account. You can use photos and videos as well. A written feature article or case study provides a fact-based and informative report in roughly 800 to 2,000 words. You can find plenty of other article examples in a variety of topics on ICMI.com. Finally, here's an example of one of our industry webinars. Our live ICMI webinars and pre-recorded educasts are designed to share timely industry insight from industry fundamentals to the latest trends, as well as fun team-building events such as this Rockstar webinar we hosted during Customer Service Week. As a webinar speaker, you'll have the opportunity to share your experience and interact directly with our community through a live Q&A. If live presentations are your thing, then there are also opportunities to speak and present at ICMI's industry events as well. And there you have it. There are so many ways to get involved with ICMI and to share your industry expertise with our community. And of course, we are always open to new ideas on how to share that expertise. If you have any questions about this presentation, our current editorial calendar, or about any of our contribution opportunities, please feel free to reach out to Sarah Steele, ICMI's editor-at-large, or myself. On behalf of everyone at ICMI and our entire community of contact center professionals, thank you again for helping to make ICMI the leading global provider of contact center resources.